Hello, my name's Simon Bingham and this is part of my JNCI Enterprise video series. What we're covering at the moment is BGP path selection attributes, and more specifically the MED. So basically we want to show you another little dial knob that we have in terms of the MEDs, and that is to include the IGP metric. So what that really means is for devices that are further in, so like this R10 here, you can actually get the device to consider the MED plus the IGP in effect as the MED. So what we'll do is we'll just tweak some of these values just to for demonstration purposes. I think what I'll do here is I'll make the MED there 10, and I will make the cost here. I'll make the cost here 10. This is the spanning tree. Sorry, the OSPF cost. So let's just go ahead and configure that. So on R24, I'm just going to do a pretty crude mechanism. It's configuring it on the neighbour. So what I'm configuring here is I'm going to configure the MED value as it comes over here. So let's do configure, where are we? Edit protocols, BGP, probably under the group, which group do you have? AS_40, I think. Show. Is that 40? It's AS40. Yeah, we have a metric out of 18. So let's do set neighbour 10.0.1.2 metric out 10. So have a quick look on R10 now and look at our routes on here. I haven't set the IGP metric yet, but let's do show run show routes 10.0.0.26. Right, and it's choosing the value across here to 13, and it's got the lowest one here is the one, well, it's just got that one 10. So the others are probably not being advertised by these routers down here, because what happens, of course, don't forget BGP, routers only advertise their best path. So often if you're seeing that best path come from different directions, then that's the only one you see. So particularly routers a bit further in, you might only see the one value. So let's just crank up that cost on that link. So let's do edit configure. Oh, let's have a look. Now look, I've already got the metric plus IGP running actually. Let me just show you where it was configured. Sorry about that. Edit protocols BGP, and it was under this path selection criteria here. Look, path MED plus IGP. Okay, and let's allow it in from lots of different systems as well. Let's do edit let's allow the comparison from different ASs as well. Okay, so let's crank up that metric. So let's do top edit protocols OSPF area 0 interface set metric. Let's make it 10. This is a different kind of metric, don't forget. This is the OSPF metric. And then let's do it at the other end of the link. Right, so I bumped up that metric now, so let's have a look at the path selection on R10 and see what we have coming up. So before it was choosing to use this link, but now what I would suggest is it's going to have a lower path. It's going to be learning about that med from here, so it should be choosing the path around here and then back out over there. So if for some reason, this was a very slow link and we wanted it to obviously BGP by default doesn't consider the internal metric, so it'll just go, hey, I've got a better med over there and I can reach that guy, and that's it. So it doesn't consider the IGP at all if it's got a better med. But here you can sort of sandwich in the IGP into that process. So let's have a look, and here we have, so it's choosing a different path now. Look, 31-1 down, and just scroll up a bit, make sure we're right about that. Yeah, so before it was choosing the path 3113, so it was choosing the path here, and now it's choosing the path here. Now let's have a little look at what it says is going on. So let's just have a do a so look, so our IGP plus med is 14 now, because it's learning a better, because obviously it's coming in here with a med of 10, and I think 1, 2, 3, I think one of these links might have a metric of 4, somewhere around here. So it's learning a metric of 2, so it's learning basically that around there. I think actually this link has a metric of 2. So that's it really. So it's learning that around there and it's taking a different path. So you can see by using the IGP plus metric, that is considered. Now there's something worth knowing here. This doesn't actually change the it still will consider. So even if with the IGP metric, if there's a tie break and it has to continue down the process, further down the process in the path selection criteria, which I will demonstrate later, it does actually still again consider the IGP. So if you sort of had a situation, I'm trying to think of the maths here, but you'd need to do some maths where the IGP plus metric was still tie broken, then it would consider the IGP again. So that's it really. Okay, thank you and goodbye.